Hello there. Kyle Katarn here, and it is Wednesday, my droids. Let's read some Star Wars comics. Welcome back to Comics with Katarn. If you are joining us for the first time, this is equal parts a first-time read-along and a reaction video where I read the brand new Star Wars comics that just came out this week. Except that this didn't come out this week, did it? No, this is Hyperspace Stories issue number 2, and this came out last week. But I didn't add it to the comic stream because I already had too many titles. But there actually were no new comic releases this week, so it kind of ended up being fortuitous because now I have Hyperspace Stories to read today. Awesome. Well, let's get going. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories, issue number 2. This is one of the first lines from the new Dark Horse Comics run of Star Wars. I'm taking over from IDW. Star Wars Adventures was the last thing that they put out, and now this is kind of picking up that mantle. Same demographic, same audience, geared more towards kids, but still there's a lot to enjoy here. TIE fighters? What are they doing here? We must have stumbled upon a secret Imperial base. Awesome. You know, it's not every day you get dialogue on the cover, actually. That alone is kind of unique. Very colorful cover art. I like this, though. The TIE's coming in with the great big green ion energy. Oh, this is going to be good. Let's get going, shall we? Star Wars Hyperspace Stories. Written by Cecil Castellucci, illustrated by Megan Huang. Let's go. Is this Luke and Leia? Sure. The Rebel Fleet. You have a clear path to Banus. No Imperial ships detected in the vicinity. Should be a smooth ride, Commander Skywalker. Come back to us safely. I like this art style. This is very different. It's I'm very used to seeing the like the Marvel, like all of like the Star Wars. In the Star Wars lines, everything is a lot cleaner. This feels like a lot more like rough edges, kind of a wilder interpretation. I dig it, though. It kind of reminds me of like a Quentin Blake illustration almost, but not quite that messy. Come back to us safely. I won't let anything happen to Leia. We'll see you soon. May the Force be with you both. I know my way around a blaster and can take care of myself. No one doubts that, Leia. They're too overprotective, Luke. With good reason. We need you. Banus. Nothing more than a pit stop for short-haul ships in this Outer Rim system. Looks like a place that time forgot. Looks about as exciting as back home on Tatooine. The other planets in the system are where most of the population lives. This launch pad is for small ships to fuel up and grab basic supplies, which makes it a perfect place for us to set up a monitoring outpost. Is that a Leppy? Is that a little Jaxon running around down there? He totally looks like a Leppy. I don't think he is, though. I want to count the number of short-range Imperial ships that supply up here. If the numbers go up, we'll know the Empire is amassing in this area of the Outer Rim. And our fleet will know to avoid this sector. Or to attack it. It's another way to keep us safe. It is a good plan. It's a good plan. It's kind of like a motion detection, but only for the mobilization of like mass amounts of ships. If there's too many ships refueling, that is a good indicator that they're amassing. That's pretty clever. We've got a faulty injector coil. We're just looking for parts. That which you seek is there. Are there mechanics in town? There. All right, you blue weirdo. Not much of a town. It's going to be impossible to find someone sympathetic to the cause here. That's what I'm here for. The diplomatic touch. And there's always someone. Never lose hope, Luke. So are these, so if this planet is called Banus, does that make them like the Banasi? The Beni Benassi? I don't know. What we should call this new species. Besides, we just need someone with a data pad and binoculars. It's always better to have a local, but worst case, we could install someone. Wonder what all that's about. We'll find out. Gossip is sure to move fast in a place like this. What are those? Looks like some kind of ore. I don't recognize it. This planet was strip mined centuries ago. It's probably nothing of value to us. Oh, snowtroopers. I didn't see any Imperial ships when we landed. What are they doing here? Maybe whatever that ore is, it's of value to them. Andor vibes, just from the troopers walking by as they're ducking around the alley here. That was too close. At least there's only 2 of them. Look again. We've landed into real trouble. Oh! They have a whole operation down here! The storms hid them from above? Something must have changed in this sector. Our intel must be faulty. They've found something big. Maybe a big load. Blast! I was hoping this was a planet our fleet could use. Imperials got there first, and it looks like they've got themselves a secret base here. Well, no wonder you didn't know about it. Your intel doesn't necessarily mean it's faulty. This could be on a need-to-know basis, you know? Crack one, hello there. Thanks for joining me. At least they didn't see us. We need to get off-world and mark it as a system to steer clear of. That's going to be harder than we think. Look. They'll want to question us. Not many places to hide for strangers in a town this small. We need a safe place to rethink our strategy. See if we can figure out what their interest is. Come on. We can get lost there until we find somewhere better. Nice. It's basically just like a grocery store. I used to get lost in places like this back home looking for spare parts to keep the moisture farm running. Ding, ding, ding. Item? Lost or found? Oh, we're browsing. Only this row is for sale. If you break it, you buy it. No refunds, no exchanges, no trouble. We can try waiting till dark to head back to the ship. That shopkeeper is watching us like we're gonna steal something. She won't let us stay that long. Interesting. How do you run this shop if only one shelf is for sale? I mean, item, lost or found, maybe this is like an automat where you can go and you can grab stuff that you've left behind. People know to turn it into this location kind of thing. There's only one row of shelves for sale, though. It's interesting. I don't think we know enough about the society to know what the store's actual purpose is. I had a similar doll when I was a child. One of my favorite things. I remember meeting a Wookiee when I was a child who was a guest of my father's at a state dinner. He made quite the impression. It's little things like this that remind me of home, of Alderaan. Come on, Leia, we've got to stay focused. We've got to come up with a plan. Isn't that what we're fighting for? To remember home? To cherish, give hope and honor to those we've loved and lost? If not, then what was this war for, Luke? I didn't even know what Wookiees looked like when I was a boy. All of this seems so far away. And now you're in the thick of it, and a Wookiee is practically your closest friend. Funny what life throws at you. Out! No children in here with their sticky hands! Lowers the value of my wares! Please, have a heart! The snowtroopers are doing a sweep, and I don't have scan docks. Uh-oh. What are they looking for? They're boarding newly landed ships, checking manifests, transponder codes, passengers. The captain told me to make myself scarce. This poor crying child. I don't want snowtroopers in here. They never pay. Good old Leia, giving the toy. They're making their way here. Is there a back exit? We have to go. For the toy, your help, and your silence. What have you done? Why are you here? We've done nothing. You didn't see us. We're just passing through like any other visitor here. I don't want trouble. I'm a neutral party. Who are you? We're friends. The back door is blocked by junk. There's no time. Come with me. Even their scans can't penetrate these hides and carpets. They're clean, but be warned. The odor is overwhelming. Thank you. Really? Imperial scans can't penetrate a carpet? Okay. They can scan things from orbit, but if you say so. We're looking for the owners of an unknown ship on the main launch pad. Have you seen 2 humans? I see you. You are humans. What about her? Who is she? That's my sister-in-law and her ugly baby. Can you believe she brought her child in here? Unsanitary. Please take her away if you like. Search the store. That's a pretty good bluff. It's believable. Oh man, they're just making a mess. Hey, you break it, you buy it. That's the law. This planet is now under Imperial protection, and therefore you follow our laws. And what's yours is ours. These are fresh pelts, still drying. How will I pay for cleanup if you damage them further? I'll be ruined. Not my concern unless you cooperate. I don't take sides. Not taking a side is taking a side. Fine. What do I care? The humans paid me off, but I owe them nothing. They went west. It's the only easy walk from here. The only way for them off-world. You are a true friend to the Empire. Later. I don't like bullies. The Empire are bullies. They'll discover soon enough that you're not heading west. This town will pay. I will pay. We won't let that happen. We can't go back to our ship, and we need to get off planet. We'll go east. True, there's a small launch pad there, but the only path out of this range is west. I bought you time, not a solution. Why can't we get going to it by east? A near impossible trek. Few have made it. You'll likely die. We have to try. There's so much at stake. Will you show us the way? I won't put myself in more danger, but you've paid enough for me to keep this child safe. I'll help you in your folly. Sometime later. We're indebted to you. I don't know your name. Halloran. And I don't know that I'm helping you live or sending you to your deaths. We have to take that chance. Speak to my cousin Mular at the launch pad on the other side of this mountain range. He may be persuaded to help you. I know who you are. If you really want to pay me back, if you live, get rid of them. We could use someone like you on our side. If you change your mind about helping us, we can be contacted. I won't. I don't take sides. I will help by keeping that mother and child safe. I respect your choice. We should go now before we lose too much daylight. Head straight over the mountain. Keep the sun at your back until you descend and hit the wide waste in a few days. Oh, that's what's his face. Whatever. I'm not gonna rewrite it. It's 2 days' walk from there to the launch site. Ah, skeletons of those who didn't survive the trek. Really is an arduous journey. He wasn't lying. Walk the waste at night. Beware the predators. Follow the brightest star. These furs don't help much at all. Maybe you could use the Force to warm us up? I don't think it works like that. I know. I'm just cold. I hope I'm never somewhere this cold again. Huh! This is clearly pre-Hoth. You look like a Wookiee. Tell me more about that doll. That sounded like a warm memory. Oh my god. That sounded like a warm memory. It's like the cheesiest line I've ever heard. My father got it for me. It kept watch over me in my room. A sort of little guardian. Tell me something about Tatooine. Twin suns. Hottest kind of dry heat. Keep talking. I can almost feel it. Oh, these two. Nice. Reminds me of that one scene in Andor. Like the episode that came out last night, episode 5. What are they doing this far out from the town? Looking for us. Look, there's a marker. Follow the trail. There's more to this planet than we think. Do you hear that? Something up ahead. Tink, tink. Tink, tink. Workshop sounds? What's going on? It's a mining operation. This is no fly-by-night thing. They're entrenched. We need to know what they're using it for. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. If we've got a secret Imperial installation on a planet that has an indigenous population, you better believe they're using them as slave labor for something. If I can get closer, I might be able to get a better look at those plans. Careful! They're using this ore as a resource to miniaturize magnets and components. It'll give their fleet a slight advantage. We have to make it out of here. We have to let our people know so we can counter their advantage. There! After them! Well, shit. Nice. Look at Luke's little dancy legs as he starts to parry. That's funny. Ah! Oh, nice. That's not a shore trooper. I mean, that's not a snow trooper. That's one of the Arctic troopers from Solo. That's cool. I like that we don't just have snow troopers here. We have a mix of both kinds. The Vandor troopers, you know? It's Princess Leia! She's here, right within my grasp! She's more precious a find than these rare elements. Capture her and I'm sure to get promoted. You thinking what I'm thinking? That one of us needs to make it out of here? On 3, we go different directions. Good luck, Luke. I'll see you at the launch pad. Not if I see you first. May the Force be with you. Nice, this is a cool panel. Just Force pushing him over. Awesome. Yeah, no, I dig this. Leading him in separate directions. And I noticed the Imperial officer is probably still up here. Whoa! Okay, just dodging all kinds of dangers. Okay, that's fucking hilarious. Range troopers, thank you, RC. They're called range troopers. Is this legit? Is this like an artful perspective, or is she actually like 5 feet away from her, hiding behind a thing while she uses her macro binoculars to look for her? Oh, that's hilarious. Man. We have to retreat! We had them! Glory was within our grasp! We could have all been heroes to the Empire! And now you're all going to be lunch for these guys, these manga cats right here. This must be it. Halloran said to expect people coming from the waste. I didn't believe it. I know who you are. There are alerts planet-wide to turn you into Commodore Kurtruk. I come to you in friendship and in need of a ship. I have vital information that I need to bring to my people. I will help you with a ship, and in return you will help my planet. My cousin takes no sides, but I do. We won't abandon you. I lost my friend here. We'll honor him and help you keep the Empire in check. He was one of the best of us. Oh, come on, Leia, don't be silly. You know Luke didn't die. What took you so long? Had time to have a hot meal and make a deal with Mular. You made it! I knew you would. Look at that. You're turning into some diplomat. Well, I learned by watching the best leader in the rebellion. Thank you, Luke. No. It'll be good to keep tabs on this planet now that we know the Empire has a strong interest here. Mular is close to whatever they're doing, but not so close as to arouse suspicion if we need to contact him. I call this mission a success. Let's go rejoin the fleet. The end. Interesting. This was fun. This was a very much a light little story, and it's before Leia and Luke know that they're related, and you really get that sense that they're friends, and that this unspoken thought from both of them about potentially being more than friends is still like this confusing feeling that they have, because they did have an attraction, you know, and then they found out they were related, and they were like, oh God. But this is before that revelation, you know? This is pre-Hoth, and like she kisses him on Hoth to make Han jealous, granted, but like, I don't know. You pick up on a little bit of that here. Like when they fall asleep together in the cave, it's such a siblings moment, but they themselves don't know that, you know? And I think that's a brilliant narrative element to play with when you're talking about, you know, things that take place during the original trilogy before the reveal that Luke and Leia are siblings, at least for them anyway, you know? Awesome. Well, that is the only comic that I have for today. Nice, we're getting a Poe and Finn story next. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm here for it, man. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories from Dark Horse Comics is honestly pretty fun. I can't wait to read the rest of them. And I can't wait for Dark Horse to kind of branch out and start utilizing that license a bit more and giving us more than just these Hyperspace Stories. Not that I'm not enjoying them, but like, you know, we could be getting a lot more as well. Cool. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you didn't catch the beginning of the stream when I started reading Hyperspace Stories #2, don't worry, you'll be able to catch the replay on YouTube momentarily here. Thanks again for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.